The Mini Clubman was firstly introduced to North America back in 2008. At first glimpse, it looked like a station wagon version of the Mini hatchback, and it had quirky-looking rear pillars, usually in a different color. It had split-folding barn doors at the back, and a trapdoor on the passenger side for easier access to the rear seats. That made a total of 5 doors, with only one door being on the driver's side. It was also just a bit longer than the hatchback, making rear legroom enough for a real person to sit in, and the trunk also gained some extra room. It kept all the fun elements of the Mini hatchback undiluted, minus the styling. Most importantly, this is my Mini Cooper S Clubman. After 2015 with no Mini Clubman, the station wagon Mini is back. And you know what? The year it was away, it seems to have gone through a huge growth spurt. I mean, it's so much longer than the regular hatch, and it's quite wider too. Now, unfortunately, this increase in size comes with an increase in weight. Quite a lot of weight, about 200 kilos. And you know what? On the road, that's kind of impossible to hide. The new Clubman comes with an all-new 2.0-liter twin-power turbo inline 4-cylinder engine, outputting 189 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque, or 221 during overboost. The 6-speed manual gearbox is really good, although the shifter feels kind of rough. The clutch is extremely light, and with the hill start assist, it's extremely easy to drive. As much as we love manual transmissions though, the Clubman is the first Mini that comes with an optional 8-speed Steptronic automatic, and that one is brilliant. Both transmissions are really good, helping the Cooper S Clubman to 100 kilometers an hour in just 7.2 and 7.1 seconds respectively. The Clubman is now also available with the all-4 all-wheel drive system, which for Canada is a really good thing. The new bigger body has matured over time, and unfortunately has dropped the trap door for regular doors. The overall design is less daring than before. It surely makes it more likable but less eccentric. And I'm sad to say that the interior follows the same motto as well. The dash might have all the trademark Mini elements, like the floating instrument cluster mounted on the steering column, the big round gauge in the center of the dash, home to the infotainment system, and all the retro aircraft-style switchgear right below. The difference though is that this time everything has been just slapped on to a very flat dashboard. It still feels like a Mini. I mean, the cabin quality though has been stepped up so much, this really feels like a very premium car. And I really like how the door trim goes around. It's really nice, and I especially appreciate the fact that the window switches have moved to the door now. Roominess is definitely the biggest selling point, as this car can now actually be used by a family. The rear seats have good legroom and headroom. Also, the trunk might be 360 liters, but it feels just slightly smaller than what you get in a Focus or a Golf. You can even hands-free operate the barn doors by kicking under the bumper. One thing you're really going to appreciate in the Clubman is visibility. It is phenomenal. With the little window in the back, you just see everything. It's great. The real question is, how much of the genuine Mini character has remained alive in this model? How much did they have to sacrifice for practicality? Well, quite a bit. You see, the extra size and weight have made the chassis more stable, losing the edge when it comes to agility. Steering is slower, weight transfer is more evident, and body roll is too. The steering is well weighted, but a little bit numb, but the brake pedal is linear and the brakes themselves work really well. From 100 kilometers an hour, it came to a complete stop in 43 meters, but that's probably due to the pretty worn tires on our vehicle. On the road, it's much quieter, much more comfortable, and of course, roomier. It also comes with an auto start-stop system, which works extremely well, and I like it. For the handbrake turn heroes, sorry, but it's electronic now. Fuel economy is also really good. Expect an average of about 8.1 liters per 100 kilometers. A bit less fun, but a whole lot roomier and much more practical, the all-new Mini Clubman can become your lifestyle primary car. which is really cool if you think about it. It surely feels very nice to drive, and it does justify the price tag of $29,490 for the Cooper S version. I really like it, but somehow I like mine more.